Okay, you're welcome. My name is Legendary Boss 247, and in this video, I want to be showing us how to take measurement for a jumpsuit. Now, depending on the kind of jumpsuit you want to make, if it's a short sleeve, a sleeveless, a long sleeve, you know all the parts to measure, right? Of course, you need to take all your body's measurement. I mean, your shoulder to bust, your bust span, your half length, your round sleeve, your sleeve length. You take all of those measurements for a basic bodies, right? And again, you add that to all of the measurements you need to take if you want to make a trouser. We won't be going into all of that. You already have my video on that. If you don't, then you have to go back to watch how to take measurements for a basic bodies and also how to take measurements for a trouser. Now, because what we are making is a jumpsuit, there are some other few measurements you need to take added to your normal basic bodies measurements. Now, one of those measurements is this. Instead of your waist to hip for the trouser, you are going to be taking shoulder to hip. This is because we are making a jumpsuit, right? So you don't consider your trouser from the normal waist region here. You'll be measuring shoulder to hip so that when you remove your half length from it, whatever is left becomes the waist to hip for the trouser you want to use as a jumpsuit. Another thing is, you won't be measuring your crotch depth from the waist. No, you will be measuring shoulder to crotch depth. And again, I have explained crotch depth for us in my trouser video, so you can go back on that to see. Your crotch depth is from the point where your leg parts, right? The trouser opening there, right? So that is the crotch depth. So instead of taking the regular crotch depth from the waist, no, you will be taking shoulder to crotch depth. Shoulder to crotch depth, so that when we remove our half length for the top, whatsoever is left becomes the crotch depth for the trouser part. Again, instead of taking your waist to knee like this, you will be taking shoulder to knee, just like for a gown, right? So shoulder to knee, so that when you remove your half length again, you know what should be the waist to knee for the trouser. And of course, you will not be measuring the full length of the trouser part this way. No, you will be measuring it again from the shoulder, the full length of your jumpsuit. In this case, our full length is 50, let's say 60, right? 60. Now, another thing I want to let you know is that when it comes to jumpsuit, we normally increase our half length a little bit. You can increase by 2 inches or 1.5, right? Now, the regular half length for this person here, if she wanted to make a simple peplum top, would be 16.5, right? 16.5 half length here, or 16 inches half length. But if I am making a jumpsuit for her, I'm going to add at least 1.5 or 2 inches to that. 2 inches to 16 gives us 18, which is around her belly button here, her navel, right? Now, the simple reason we are increasing the half length when it comes to jumpsuit is this. One, we increase the half length when it comes to jumpsuit so that your crotch depth doesn't come out too long. Your crotch, if you are putting it at the regular half length here, which is 16, from this point to the crotch will turn out too long, right? It will appear too long. That is the reason why we normally bring the half length of jumpsuit a little bit lower. That is reason number one. Second reason why I would increase the half length if I am making a jumpsuit is because when I want to fix a pocket, if I am making a jumpsuit that has a pocket, I want the person to be able to use the pocket. If you are going for the normal half length, which is high up here, and you put your pocket here, it will be too high for the person to fix their hand inside, right? You want your pocket to start from somewhere around this point. That is the second reason why we increase the half length for a jumpsuit. Another thing I want you to take note of is that when you are taking your crotch depth, please, for a jumpsuit, don't make it too tight. Don't make it too tight, right? Now, what she's putting on here is a very fitted pants, right? But if I want to take my crotch depth, now she's fine and okay with this crotch depth on this trouser, right? But if I want to take my crotch depth for a jumpsuit, I will make it a little bit lower than the crotch she's putting on right now, right? You don't want to make it too tight, else your client will have difficulty in bending down, right, to pick something from the ground, right? So in this case, what I have here, a fitted one will be 28, but I'll be giving her 29, right, for ease. 1 inch for ease, right? So those are the measurements you want to take, added to every other body's measurement and your trouser. You need to take your thigh, your round knee, your ankle, and all of that. You need to take all of those measurements. Those are the other specific measurements you need to take when you're making a jumpsuit. Thanks for watching. My name is Legendary.